mistakes. And maybe I need to start talking to him. Talk to him for sure. That's definitely probably something I'm definitely willing to do, to talk to some of the, not even people that went broke, but just people like legend spirit, like a Sugar Ray Leonard, Holyfield.
Yeah.
What's the other guy name? The heavyweight with the grill?
Oh, George Foreman.
George Foreman,
yeah,
definitely need to talk to them. Even Mike Tyson. I supposed to have been talking to Mike Tyson, but I ain't never get the chance to. I think it's
Tank and Ryan. Good fight. Yeah, who wins? What do you think wins?
You gotta say Tank, but it's gonna. I say Tank.
Yeah,
but I think it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, does it go all 12 rounds?
Huh?
Does it go all 12 rounds?
I don't think so 12, but it could. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis has just partnered with a new trainer ahead of his rematch with Lamont Roach, the legendary boxing icon, Iron Mike Tyson. Their collaboration began this week when Mike Tyson visited Davis's training camp, offering guidance and overseeing his training sessions.
I think our Mike, we somehow had Mike, we somehow, because we came for that background,
Yeah.
That's why he could relate to me. Like, it's not really about boxing. Everything. It's boxing. Everything. It's boxing. It's like hands. You can tell when Mike talks.
The pain is still there. Yeah. The pain is still there. Yeah.
He spent several hours there, and when reporters asked him about it, he said he'd be doing that for a while. Yeah, Tank called me to come around, not just to help with his boxing, but also to share my story and help get him into the best. You all know I have a great story to tell in boxing, so I'm here for that. And I've been overseeing his training as well.
Tank, just for Tank Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
What's your time? Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you guys.
If Gervonta Davis's decision to bring Mike Tyson into his gym was his way of taking advice to prioritize his mental health, then he's certainly not making a mistake. The added bonus for him is that Mike Tyson, one of the greatest knockout punchers in boxing history, is the perfect person to help sharpen his punching power and guide him through drills and exercises to get him back on track.
Do you feel like you're the mini Mike Tyson? What do you call your style?
I don't know. I think I'm a boxer puncher.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person.
A brawler. Somebody that's like.
So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like.
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson? If it was a challenge.
Mike Tyson. I supposed to have been talking to Mike Tyson, but I ain't never get the chance to. I think his schedule is there. You know what I mean? So, but I'm definitely need to talk to them and actually like get game from them, so I can give it to the people that's coming on after me. You know what I mean? So that definitely.
Mike Tyson has one of the wildest stories in boxing, and it's surprisingly similar to the path Gervonta Davis is currently on, except Tyson was rarely accused of avoiding opponents the way Davis often is. Another reason to be optimistic about Davis's partnership with Tyson is that, despite not training fighters regularly, Tyson has proven to be an excellent coach. The last time he worked a corner, he guided an MMA fighter with no boxing background into the top 10 heavyweight rankings. After a debut match against a world champion, where the newcomer scored a knockdown in the third round.
So you know, this is just the beginning. You hear me, Francis? This is just the beginning. You didn't get started yet. Like this, that's like, oh yeah. Relax your arm.
With Mike Tyson now part of Gervonta Davis's team, it's widely expected that Tank is on the path to reclaiming his former glory and avenging the loss that blemished his boxing record. Fans were thrilled by the news, flooding the comment section with praise for both fighters and backing Tank for a potential win in the rematch. Bringing Mike into his camp might be Tank's smartest move yet, one that could reignite his passion and drive. He definitely still has some fire in him, and I'd love to see him back, one fan said. Another added, Gervonta Davis might just get it right. Being teachable is a strength, and he's showing that. The combination of Calvin Ford and Mike Tyson could be exactly what he needs to bounce back.
They call Isa Cruz the Mexican Mike Tyson. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Because they compare you to Mike Tyson too a little bit. I know you say you don't think you like Mike, but you both get Mike Tyson comparisons.
I think me and Mike, we somehow.
A third fan added, Gervonta needs lessons from Mike. I remember when Mike said what they shared in common was committing crimes, a statement Tyson indeed made when asked about the similarities between himself and Gervonta Davis. Speaking of Davis and Tyson, boxing legend Roy Jones Jr., who faced Mike Tyson in an exhibition bout in 2020, once said that until Davis's draw with Lamont Roach, he considered Davis the most entertaining of them all. He even drew comparisons between Davis and Tyson in terms of their boxing styles.
I think I do have more skills than Mike Tyson. As far as like, I mean, when I say I have more skills than Mike Tyson, guys smarter than like at a lower weight class always have more skill. It's no heavyweight ever in life had more skills than smaller guys. So let's just take that out the picture. So when people think that I'm dissing Mike Tyson, I'm not dissing Mike Tyson.
He said, he's very powerful, and anything can happen at any time, inside or outside the ring. Tank is a modern-day Mike Tyson. However, Davis believes his fighting style is quite different from Tyson's. During an appearance on YouTuber Funny Marco's show, Open Thoughts, the two discussed a range of topics. At one point, Marco asked Davis if he ever felt like a mini Mike Tyson during his fights. Davis simply responded with one word, no. Intrigued, the interviewer followed up by asking what he saw as the difference between them.
Tank want a rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he over and do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay. Cool.
I'd love for it to be in DC.
Davis responded by explaining that he sees himself as a boxer puncher, while Tyson was more of a brawler, making their styles quite different, at least in terms of boxing terminology. When Marco asked if Davis thought he could knock out opponents faster than Tyson did, Tank clarified, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Mike Tyson had power and skills. I feel like I have the whole package. I have what Mike Tyson didn't have, you know? I think so. On the other hand, the baddest man on the planet himself believes there are similarities in how both he and Davis throw punches, and he has acknowledged those comparisons in several interviews.
Out the picture. So when people think that I'm dissing Mike Tyson, I'm not dissing Mike Tyson for sure. It just facts is facts. You know what I mean? I do feel as though I have more skills than Mike Tyson. I just hold that puncher power just as like Mike Tyson did when he was fighting. You know, so and I'm gonna stand on my words.
In an interview with TMZ, Mike Tyson was asked about the comparisons being made between him and Davis. He agreed with the observations and spoke about how Tank's punching technique closely resembles his own. For him and myself, our stoutness to the ground, as I've said before, catapults us, like being shot from a bow and arrow, Tyson explained, adding that the resulting force is unstoppable. During the Davis versus Garcia fight, Tyson was initially in Garcia's corner. However, after Davis secured a knockout in the 7th round, Tyson acknowledged that Tank had indeed become the face of boxing. With his victory over Garcia, fans are now more eager than ever to see Davis's next bout, cementing his status as one of the biggest draws in the sport.
That ego shit kicks in, so I'm watching it. And he had some good qualities in it. He did some really good stuff. But the stuff that he did that represented me, I don't think people even picked up on it.
Like what kind of stuff?
It's the way he moved his head.
Yeah.
People don't know I crack my neck all the time.
Yeah, what was that about? You were always doing that.
Know what had happened when I had fought Bone Crusher Smith. He had hit me, and the next thing I don't know, I had a crick in my, I couldn't stop. My neck was messed up, so I had to go and to a chiropractor. I don't know what the heck was wrong with it.
Despite the many differing opinions on the subject, no one can deny that Gervonta Davis has the potential to have his name etched in boxing history. Recently, Tank has become more open when addressing comparisons to the baddest man on the planet. Often willing to give up early rounds, the hard-hitting Baltimore native studies his opponents to find their weaknesses, before unleashing a level of power so intense it's been said to drop even heavyweights in sparring. Though they fought in different weight divisions, Davis's ferocity in the ring is frequently likened to that of Iron Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight world champion, famously known as Kid Dynamite in his early days. Tyson knocked out his first 19 opponents and remained undefeated through 37 fights before being upset by James "Buster" Douglas. When asked about comparisons to Tank, Tyson once remarked, "I don't know, maybe just getting in trouble with the law." Beyond that, Davis himself acknowledged the comparison in a social media comment, adding, "I agree, I have more